Speaking of single Andrew, do you want to talk about your conversation with your neighbor?
Oh,
What?
the one I posted on Facebook?
Yeah, I think you,
Well, this
did
is
you
always
delete
an
it
adventure.
already.
Go ahead.
It's
You deleted it, didn't you? It's
I
gone.
did delete it.
I saw it, though.
I
You
felt
can't
really
escape
shitty
it.
after I reread it as I was gonna post a podcast one. And I was like, man, this just makes me look even worse. Like it made me feel worse in the moment, but it makes me look worse when I type it out.
It makes
So-
you look even worse when you delete it.
Yeah, that's true. Fuck. But
Man, he hit a new.
No
Guilt.
take-backs.
So-
Internet's forever.
so I have this neighbor that lives next to me, and it's her. It's like she's like a 50-year-old woman, and her husband live there, and so she gets to hear all the yelling that I do. So like
Just lock
What?
her out, too.
Breaks into her house, steals her keys, locks her out.
I just
I
love
wish
this
I could be a
fictional
meme.
version of
That would be
Andrew that
great.
just systematically locks everyone out of their houses until they just give up and go away.
he's like some kind of weird stalker that just like does nothing with you apart from just locking you out of your
He's
own
like a
house.
super villain. God.
He's
I mean, a really
he's like the
crappy
general
one.
chaos
Yeah,
super
but
villains.
it's
Like he
like
just
a really
he just
annoying one,
inconveniences people.
He's like Moist from Dr. Horrible. Kinda useless superpower.
I just lock people out of their house. Yeah, you will never get back into your home.
He just
Run
makes
away now
people's
and
days
don't be
slightly
naughty.
worse.
Like, no, Windows, my one weakness. You can find a way back in. What the fuck?
How will I ever get back in this building where I can prove that I live here?
You're like
won't say.
your opposing hero is just like some quiet, unassuming locksmith, doesn't even have like a superhero persona. It's just like, dude, why?
Like, get your shit. Cut that shit out.
You're just tormenting
Like, he
this
knows
guy running around
exactly
in a
who you
mask and a
are.
cape, sneering.
He just comes by, he has keys for every building in the fucking city, and he's like, oh, God fucking damn it, Andrew. Like,
You go to his business, just has a picture of you in your goddamn costume, says "Do not serve."
I come to his place of business and I lock him out of his own shop.
He just sighs and pulls out a key.
Catch 22. How do you locksmith without outside the locksmith? Who's watching the watchman?
God damn. Anyways, so I have this fucking neighbor. She's the one that gets to listen to me yelling at video games all the time, and so she has this like pre-creative idea of what kind of person I am. By
Lord.
Because
And
her
so-
entire exposure to you is you screaming.
Yes, her entire exposure to me is the incident I had with my car accident and me screaming profusely to nobody because she never sees people come in here aside from Keith. So, and she knows he doesn't live here, so the only thing she can assume is like he just yells at himself. And so, and so the
It's
only
a
way I
sex
can
thing.
get it, the only way, yeah, it's really weird when I'm sitting there yelling, "God fucking damn it, Donkey Kong, get your fucking shit together!" It's like, I don't know.
I don't even know how you got the donkey in there. They don't like tight spaces, I don't think.
So guys, I have to point out, we've been doing this for like 45 minutes now, and I don't think we've actually talked about video games for longer than like maybe 5 minutes.
No
That's
regrets.
bullshit. We talked
We'll
about like
meet-
the
we'll
first
talk about
20, the
whatever
first
the
20
fuck-
minutes of it was talking about indie games and Dark Souls and
Souls.
shit.
I
That's
started
true.
talking about Dark Souls 2 and everyone stopped me.
But well,
I
that's
don't know
because
what
it
to
was
talk
spoilers.
about.
But
Well,
so, okay.
spoilers.
Okay,
Wait,
so
like,
anyways, so in order to get to my place, I have to go through this gate, and she lives next to me, so I can't get past her. And so every time I come home from work, she's always outside having a cigarette. And so I was walking past her today, and she this is a continuation of a previous conversation she asked me, which was first she asked me
Why you lock your neighbors out?
no.
where are my keys?
Andrew, can I have my keys back? I'd really like to get in the house now. It's like, never. And so, the irony is when I forget my own keys somewhere and I can't get into my own house. I'm like, fuck, my dastardly powers come in handy only to myself. And so,
Who saves Superman?
and so I come, Wonder Woman.
Sure as hell isn't
And
a
so,
locksmith.
God damn it.
and so previously she had asked me, she was like, Andrew, how come I never see you bring women over? Like, you know, and so I told her, I was like, I don't shit where I eat. And I just went inside.
Whoa!
I remember that.
So it's a continuation from that. She saw me coming home from today. And as I was walking up, she's like, how old are you? And I was like, I'm 24. And she's like, you're single, right? And I was like, yeah, I'm single. And she's like, is that by choice? And I was like, no, it's just because I'm so fucking terrible that no one could ever love me. And she was like, I could see that, Andrew. You're so angry all the time. Like, you shouldn't be so bitter for someone your age. And she's like, and you should also take better care of yourself. You're so thin. You should maybe just eat more. Like girls don't want to like go out with an angry skeleton.
By the way, these are all the things that my family says about you.
Oh, I got it. You're perfect. Your perfect title. You could be the skeleton key.
And so
Angry Skeleton's just Red Skull.
and so I just like look at her like like thanks. I'll take that into consideration. I just like walk in my house. Like, what am I supposed to do to that? And
I should shut up. I should just shut up.
I think I just like I like closed the door and then went to the computer and just like turned on the saddest love song I could think of. It was like in the arms of
That's not even
an
a love
angel.
song. It's a puppy song.
That's just a puppy song. Fuck you. That's that
It doesn't
one
exist
fault.
outside of those commercials. It's true.
And it just like cry myself to sleep in my beanbag. I'm just like, yeah, I love me.
I almost want to walk into like a PetSmart while they're grooming the dogs and just start playing that song.
Wait.
Just completely change the tone of the situation.
Andrew, do you said you have a beanbag? What kind of beanbag? A big
I
one
have
or
a
just
su-
like?
I have a sumo beanbag.
Too big.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Is it like a Totoro one? Because I'm just imagining like you, this tiny little man-child, curled up in the middle of Totoro, being like, "Totoro loves me, right?"
God.
And weeping.
Now I need to secretly replace his beanbag.
Oh God, please don't. I'm quite comfortable with my beanbag. I don't. No, please don't.
I think
got
we're
the,
killing a spider over here, by the way. I don't think the spider has said anything intelligible apart from just like, "Oh,
Spider's
please
just our
don't."
laugh track. We have all the sophistication of 2.5 Men.
I'm here to be the laugh track, okay?
I just said that. Don't repeat me.
Oh, did you? I was
Disgusted in
laughing
you.
too and I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, it's.
Maybe you should try listening.
Wait, you
Oh,
said
God.
your family? That's what your family says about me?
You
Basically,
just
Keith?
caught up with that.
Yeah, I just caught up with that. Wait,
Yeah.
your family also
Yeah,
thinks
Elisa
this is an
says
angry
the
skeleton?
exact same shit about you. It's like he needs to eat, and why he's too cynical for such a young man and stuff like that. And it's so like my dad's just concerned like you're just the most angry person. Like they barely know you, and they already know this shit.
I don't think there's like I'm very convinced that there's like nobody. I think one of my coworkers asked me this the other day. It was just like, Andrew, if you could live anywhere, where would you live? And I was like, probably a place where there aren't people, because they would just hate
Or
me.
locks.
And
Well,
it's
you
like,
actively talk to your employees in a way that makes you look like Hitler.
oh yeah, that's true. I
Talk
actively
about them
do.
The
about
list
create.
goes on.
You're constantly talking to them as if you're going to create like a machine race that enslaves humanity, and like if you had this
Wait,
power, you'd use it to
he has
destroy people and stuff like
employees?
that.
No, I
No,
have coworkers.
it's coworkers.
Oh, okay, good.
Sorry.
It's hilarious that the keyword you didn't take away from this was Hitler.
Yeah. I don't like
I mean, I think they go hand in hand. You don't put Hitler in charge of people. You don't put
Yeah,
Knuckle in
Well,
charge of
someone
people.
did.
God, yeah.
Guys, I think this podcast is well past an hour now. We
It-
need
it
to
is.
set like a
It's
timer.
actually about exactly an hour.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
actually
really?
just
Probably about time to
Yep,
call it
it's
right
just
now.
about there.
Wow.
We've been talking about we at some point talked about a video game, but mostly about Andrew's fucked up life.
I'm
This
sorry.
Is,
Which
this
is still
podcast is
hilarious.
actually his therapy.
It's sad.
That he'll
because
never
it's like
seek out
that's-
himself.
You're just talking about like current events. There's so much in the past that I could just talk about.
I know. That's gonna be. I'm sure that'll be a weekly or however Lee we do this series
thing?
series.
Okay.
Of
Is
just
that-
like just listening to Andrew's terrible
story time
backstory.
segment.
Rant time with Andrew.
What's
no,
the
it's
deal
evil
with
time.
pistachios?
It's evil time with Andrew.
Oh god.
He sounds like a supervillain that's just, he just never quite made it, right?
I kind of wish.
He needs his own- he needs his own
locks
theme
people out
song.
of his house.
This is the only time that I've ever wished that there's somebody who like actually cared about us and actually like was willing to animate something, because I would totally be down to be in an animated cartoon of me being a supervillain locking people out of their house.
If I had unlimited
In the
time,
meantime,
I
you'll
would
have to
do
just
it.
settle for being a narcissist.
Like no, it's just like I would totally be down to watch a animated cartoon of me locking people out of their house.
Hell,
It
I
just
mean,
sounds like
even
fun.
if they caught you and put you in put the straitjacket on you and put you in like that room, right, with all the sponge walls and stuff, you'd find a way to light the wall on fire.
I'd probably find a way to lock the orderlies in the room.
You faked him out and you got him. That time you locked him in the room. They never saw that coming.
Exactly.
So,
Crazy.
Didn't see that coming,
remember?
did you?
Andrew would be the guy from Psychonauts. The really like weird looking guy that can't see it at all. Have any of you guys even played Psychonauts, or
Yeah,
am I
I played
making a
Psychonauts.
reference?
I have seen
Remember who you're
segments
talking
of
about.
it.
Okay, it's the like little weird guy with the like huge eyebrow, not huge eyebrow, but like the caveman head, and he's tiny, and you need to collect all the stuff so you can get by him because his sight is terrible.
Yeah, okay, I
And
know what you're
he's-
talking about.
Oh, the
And
Minion
he's
dude.
supposed to be the chief orderly, but in fact, he's just like some insane dude that managed to drive everyone else nuts, kind of sort of, or just the Napoleon guy. That's Andrew. There we go.
Psychonauts and Outlast are the same universe. Fact.
God. Oh God. Fucking. Damn it.
I would pay for that.
I would
It's
never.
right, it's right before the character strips nude and starts doing some murder rape.
I would probably be the doctor on that. If we were talking about
Dr. Traeger?
Yeah, I'd be Dr. Traeger.
Oh god.
I would. That would
Wow.
probably be my life calling. Be standing around naked in an insane asylum, making the other people uncomfortable.
Just reenacting Clock Tower in the wrong location.
Oh God. That's no man. I know. I will never not. No, I don't like Clock Tower. I'm not okay with that.
I want to force you to play it sometime.
I don't want to play it. I don't like that. I don't like the sound of those scissors, man. It's like
It's the scissors, man, Andrew. When you talked about Clock Tower, you made it sound like the most terrifying thing I've ever
it's
heard of.
fucking awful.
And I look up Flip Good, and it's
No.
a fucking adventure game.
No, it's
I'm like, I
fucking.
did not
I
see
played.
that
Okay,
coming at all.
No,
It's a
bullshit.
game where you
I
click
played,
on
dude.
places to make people walk around slowly and try to solve puzzles, and
No,
then sometimes
I played-
Scissors Man shows up.
I
I'm like,
played Clock Tower 2, and I distinctly remember I left that motherfucking creepy guy up the staircase, and I ran down it and into a bed, like into a room, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna do my thing, and out of the fucking nowhere, he comes down the chimney, and he's like, hey, I found you, and I'm like, I don't even know how this house works, and I think that's bullshit. Like, no, I'm not okay with that game at all. I don't want to fucking be like doing my shit, and
not
some
okay
fucking
'cause he
creepy
couldn't
old
lock
guy
the
with
guy
giant
out.
scissors is like, hey, I need to get that string that's coming off the fucking back of your shirt, and I'm like, get out of here, dude. I don't even want to be
fucking
here
way in.
anymore. Like, this is not okay with me. Like, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Like,
what we've learned over the course of this podcast is that Andrew has a lot of anxiety tied to locked doors.
Yeah, pretty much. Locked doors. So he's got two nemesis. He's got, you know, the just like day-to-day locksmith dude, and then scrapbookers.
Jesus Christ.
anything that could get past a locked door, I'm fucking afraid of. I don't like it. Like mice, I ain't cool with that. You go under the door? Nah, not in my house. You get the fuck out. Like, no. If I lock a door, you're out of the house. That's the
There's
point.
some small fucking mice.
You know what? I'm just saying, like, if anything could fit under a door, I'm not okay with it. It needs to die. Like, it just can't exist in my society. A
Wow.
snake, not happening. Nope, just not cool. Not cool about that.
That's
Spiders?
a small fucking
No.
snake.
Don't you sass no damn spiders now.
I will sass some damn spiders. Man, if I close my door and there's a spider, it's like, nah, bro, I'm getting in the house, and it just crawls under my fucking door. Like, no, spider, there's a lock. I built a lock for a reason, to keep you out. Like,
I think me and you will see each other soon.
no,
Jesus Christ.
because that's what my lock is for.
Oh, because you're. Because he's
You're just-
spider.
Well,
You're
you'll
just
just be
picking up
sleeping
on the
and I'll
joke
just
now?
go,
Damn
guess who?
God.
You have any crates?
Got any crates?
Dear Lord, we need to stop.
Okay. Well, it's been an hour now at this, or more than an hour at this point, and we should probably wrap up the podcast.
This was the
Yeah.
Sadcast.
So this
We don't
was,
wanna-
yeah,
We're all very sad now. You can tell from this all the little smiley wrinkles we got around our eyes and shit.
what? The fuck are you talking?
Checking us on the things and the stuffs.
Yeah.
He's Lost Spider, and that's Wonderbot. We're Sad Games. Go check out Sad Games and those peoples, and subscribe to everything
you.
that's all on YouTube's ever.
All right,
Like
that's it.
us.
Get out of here.
And then come to our doors and give us presents. Not poopy.
And then we'll
Poopy
close
on
the door and lock
doorsteps.
you out.
Bring Andrew lots of spiders.
No, please.
To
I
his
intend
address
to.
in Sacramento.
No, this is a thing.
I'm glad you're telling people where I am, so now they can get locked out of their houses. Come by at Andrew's house and you'll get locked out, just like all those cats. They're still there, just meowing relentlessly.
He's like, I don't care.
He knows because he taped them to the door.
They're
They're always outside the door.
Before I end, I do want to make a note that I came. It was raining. It's been raining here for the past couple of days, and I left my door open to go inside to go to the bathroom and get something before I came out to have a cigarette. And I came in, and there was a fucking snail inside of my apartment. I promptly picked it up, put it outside, and then just closed the door. I was like,
It's a pattern
like-
with you. You're like a serial killer or a fetishist.
I was like, I don't care what creature it is. You don't get to get inside without my permission. Out.
Get out.
Just close it, lock the door for good measure.
Good.
I like that snail at her. It's gonna open the door.
I don't fucking know, man. It's gonna crawl on the window
Oh,
and
it's
it's like
snail
"I'll get
powers.
in."
They're psychic and shit.